Peggy 18.
Standing on the edge of the crater, like the prophets once said, and the ashes are all cold now, no more bullets, and the embers are dead. Whispers in the air tell the tales of the brothers gone. Desolation, devastation. What a mess we made when it all went wrong. Watching from the edge of the circus for the games to begin. Gladiators draw their swords, form their ranks for Armageddon. I'm nuclear, I'm wild, I'm breaking up inside. A heart of broken glass, deep found, deep inside the abandoned child. Standing on the edge of the underworld, looking at the abyss, and I'm hoping for some miracle to break out, to escape from all this. Whispers in the air tell the tale of a life that's gone. Desolation, devastation. What a mess we made when it all went wrong. I'm nuclear, I'm wild, I'm breaking up inside. A heart of broken glass, deep found, deep inside the abandoned child.
We're not burying them at sea. What then?
We'll make diamonds from their ashes. Take them into battle with us.
A shining light to our brothers in arms. Even in death.
We are diamond dogs. I won't scatter your sorrow to the heartless sea. I will always be with you.
Supposed to be coming in 1984. We didn't get it till 2015. I am mad that that game took over 21 years to come out. No, I'm just kidding. What's up, everybody? Hello. Welcome back. So, continuing on my Metal Gear series, Metal Gear Solid series playthroughs, skipping Peace Walker, of course. We are now on to the Phantom Pain, Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain. I did Ground Zeroes last night, and the first level of the Phantom Pain, which if you've seen it, and if you're horrified by it, or if ultraviolence is not your thing, well, you're in luck, because the rest of the game is nothing like that first level, where the entire hospital gets massacred, people are violently gunned down, brutally killed. The rest of the game, nothing like that. So, basically now, get back into the game, and pretty much I need to go save Kazuhiro Miller, who was retconned from, you may remember him from Metal Gear 2 and Metal Gear Solid as McDonald Miller, or Master Miller, because that was his name. And then Kojima decided to retcon the series and change his name to Kazuhira because that means peace in Japanese. So yeah, it was pretty dumb. I mean, this entire game just screws up everything in the canon anyway, so don't be too surprised about that. Wow, on PC, this takes like no time whatsoever. You're able to say, oh hey, there's this event going on, and that's it. It's going into the Konami logo, the Fox Engine symbol, things of that nature. PS4 takes a lot longer. I'm used to playing this on PC. I actually fire up and play the PC version every day, at least just to get my daily rewards, manage my base, and then jump out. I don't usually spend more than 5-10 minutes in it total. Pardon me, which is why I'm playing the PlayStation 4 version, because unfortunately you can only have one save file active. You can't have multiple saves on this game. So my PC version, oh, we'll let this go. It better have saved past the hospital, because I turned it off right after the hospital part, so let's see if it did or not. Should be hopefully fine. So it gave me the completion, it's saved, so let's see where I'm at. If I'm in the hospital, I'm just going to skip everything as quick as I can just to get past it. Okay, cool, I'm past the hospital. And that's Ocelot who saved me, by the way. We're on Ocelot's horse. We just got chased out of the hospital by the man on fire, then through the woods, and I was shooting with a shotgun while Ocelot's yelling at me, shoot him with the shotgun! It's like, no duh, dude. You don't have to tell me twice that a big raging demon with fire that shoots bullets back at you needs to be shot in the face with a shotgun. Interesting, because last night before I turned it off, before I ended the stream, I actually got past the screen, and that's when it said saving. So I guess it doesn't do it except for before then, so no problem. So the recap, if you missed last night's very violent opening, from the end of Ground Zeroes is you find out that Chico and Paz from Peace Walker were captured by a man named Skullface, and they're being kept on like basically Guantanamo Bay, pretty much. You sneak in, you get both of them out, and then you learn that you're supposed to have like some kind of UN weapons inspection for your PMC group, and then it turns out it's a false operation, that Skullface's men are there, they're attacking everybody, they're killing all your men, they're blowing up all your platforms you have. You manage to grab Miller, get out of there, and then you learn pause. She wakes up and she has a bomb inside of her. And she jumps out of the helicopter right before it blows up, but it still knocks your helicopter out of the air and you crash. And then you're been in a coma for 9 years. You're missing your left arm. You have severe atrophy. And Skullface's men are raiding the entire hospital, just killing everyone in sight, just leveling the entire place, shooting anything that moves. So this mysterious masked man drives you out of the place. You escape a man on fire who's chasing you, which basically looks like Volgin, but on fire from Metal Gear Solid 3. And as you're fleeing the hospital, and like in the ambulance crash, the man on fire is chasing you. Ocelot shows up on that horse. You go galloping through the woods. You're shooting with a shotgun. You know, you're trying to get escaping away. And then you try to cross the bridge where it starts raining, so the man on fire disappears. Lightning strikes the bridge because that was another one of Volgin's powers. And here we are. So now you are fully caught up to speed on all the nonsense that the first level is. Which the rest of the game is nothing like at all. Completely. It's like deja vu all over again.
Come on.
My name's Ocelot. Big boss. You know who I am. A certain man gave me a job to do. Two, actually. First was to get you out of that hospital. The second was to rescue the man himself. You remember? Your partner 9 years ago, Kazuhira Miller. 9 years back, your private army came under attack by Cypher. You were considered dead. Until today, that is, when Cypher found you. And it's not just them. The whole world wants you dead. You'll have to join up with Miller. Build that private army of yours one more time. It's your only chance. First, we need to save Miller. He's in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
Did I stutter?
What, you can't keep up with world affairs in a coma? 4 years ago, the Soviets invaded Afghanistan. The Muslims are fighting back with Western support. Miller was training Mujahideen rebels when he was captured by the Soviets. The Reds' 40th Army. Troop strength somewhere around 100,000. Squad holding Miller set off near the Pakistan border yesterday. Now, in 3 days, they'll reach the Soviet garrison. They'll be interrogated for a few more days, and it's off to a lager. Or left to rot in a ditch on Afghan soil. I give him 2 weeks. The job didn't mean anything to Miller. He only took it on to keep you safe. Well, there's our ride. It's a whaling ship. Had a pretty good deal on her once the IWC started raising a stink. Now it's 7 days to Port Qasim, another 3 overland. so we won't have much time once we're there. Don't take too long getting used to your new self. Hang on.
Now keep in mind it takes a long time, if not ever, to rebuild severely atrophied muscles. That's the biggest problem of being in a coma, is your muscles atrophy. So of course magically you're going to be able to do it in like 10 days, you'll be completely rebuilt. Same thing like Kill Bill, when you know, the bride wakes up, or Beatrice, before you know it's Beatrice. It takes her 16 hours to move her feet again before she can use her legs. But in actuality, being in a coma for 5 years, like you said, you wouldn't be in any type of condition to do anything like that. For me. I'm gonna smoke myself healthy. I have a feeling that a doctor in the future named Rosemary would tell me to do the same thing. Ocelot's briefing, the man on fire, basically the guy who's chasing me, and a music tape. Vehicles can now be customized. Yay! Yes, the Phantom plot. I want to know what type of magic medicine they have to rebuild a 9-year atrophied body from being in a coma in 10 days. Because when I broke my hand and my wrist 7 years ago in a car accident, it took 2 months before I had full use of my hand again after I got out of the cast.
Storm's passing.
Cast for 6 weeks, and it took about another 6 weeks just to fully rebuild my arm again with the muscles. It's also a bizarre change too, because they show you on the ship you have a tan hand and you're missing a pinky finger on it for the robotic hand. Then I guess he decided, no, we'll give him the guy's arm from Peace Walker. We'll give him a fully completed one, which, like I said, the game's unfinished, so it doesn't surprise me, I guess, too much, really. I'm sure it's something that Kojima literally forgot about. He's like, oh yeah, I forgot I was supposed to have a busted hand, and
9
oops.
years on ice. Solo infiltration of the Soviet main ground forces. Should be the perfect warm-up.
JF Ray Eyewear, by the way, is owned and created by Hideo Kojima. He is basically advertising his own sunglass line to you right now. Just so you're aware.
Kazuhira Miller is being held in Dawandehar to the north. Check its location now. Take out your iDroid. You see Wandi on the map? That's where they're keeping Miller. Only problem is, we don't know his exact location.
I do.
It's your first priority. Got your binoculars? Or should I say, your int scope? See the village? Straight ahead? Alright, that's the village. If you see something through the binoculars and you need more information, just give me a call. I'll tell you anything I can about it. That's Violo Village, the Violo Calais. The villagers fled the war and evacuated a while back. Since then, it's become a base for the Soviets' 40th Army. A few days ago, Miller was taken through there, en route towards Dawandehar. You may be able to pick up the trail there. It's worth a shot. Put a marker on it so you don't lose track of where it is.
Marker
Good.
placed.
Now you won't have to worry about getting lost along the way. You can't have much left in him. I give him 3 days, tops. If we fail, and he dies, we lose our chance of revenge. But we need more intel. If you just go charging into Dawandehar, you'll be putting both your lives at risk.
No, I won't.
See what you can find out first. The Soviets have other outposts, not just the one you saw. Afghanistan is a big place. I expect you'll become quite familiar with those binoculars as you plan your next move. How and where you make it, well, that's up to you. From here on out, you're on your own. You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield. That's why you have to handle this mission yourself. Put those 9 years behind you, and return as Big Boss. That's how Koss would want it. I'll be sending additional intel by radio. Stay sharp. Not one of Miller's bodyguards survived. And they were good. All we found on the scene were their corpses and knees. You'll be missing them. And you're his only hope of getting them back.
You might be thinking, wasn't I crazy as hell in the other games? Not this one.
Now go! Let the legend come back to life.
And get off the horse. Oh, where'd he go? He's magic.
Why don't you do a little more practice in those ruins? Shooting, taking cover, climbing obstacles. See to it that 9-year gap doesn't slow you down.
Reason why I'm running up here is I remember there being like a diamond up there. Yep, here it is. Easy money.
Even the sheerest cliffs are climbable if there are cracks you can use as handholds. You might even find some unexpected routes that way. Keep an eye out for cracks on your travels.
I thought there was like a plant up here or something like that, but yeah, basically you can turn around and learn the controls for the game if you've never played it before, right in this little area. So I'm not going to do that, however. Just wanted to go back and grab that diamond for money. And like I said, I'm used to, let's get rid of this thing. I don't need to go to this village because I know exactly where he's at, and I know exactly how to get there. So yeah, it's not going to be a problem. Alright. I'm also used to, like I said, playing this on the PC, so like it's kind of interesting to see the difference. Like the draw distance, you can still see pretty far in the PlayStation 4 version, but the PC, you can crank it up even further and it goes, like the fog is not as great and detail level is higher, so you can definitely see further in the distance. There we go. there are different plants you can pick up,
Bring it back to base. It's sure to be useful sometime.
and it's basically used for creating items, tranquilizer darts, things like that. There's a whole bunch of different things you can pick up along the way, and whenever you pick up one, it actually added to your radar map, so you'll know exactly where it's at. Wow. Okay, so I used to think this game looked really good, like 60 frames per second. It's really not, which is shocking. It's like I'm seeing like massive frame drops. You get really spoiled playing on the PC version. So there should be an outpost coming up. Unless I'm completely turned around. Which I probably am, but that's okay. I'm gonna run away. You can't make me find him.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Yeah, I'm going to a completely different version. Okay, so let's turn around, head back. That's where I need to go. Turn too soon. Yep, Mr. I know where I'm going. And the horse is even twitchier than usual. Alright. Go, Mr. Ed, go! Holy crap, the frame rate. This is horrendous. it is really, really surprising me. I expected this to be 60 frames per second, just like the PC version was. That's why I was thinking, okay, PlayStation 4 won't be a problem, but holy crap, it is like juddery. It is tanking.
You're almost at the enemy outpost, Vialo Village. The village is crawling with enemy soldiers. Don't just go waltzing in. Start with some recon. Is there anywhere that overlooks the village? Anytime you need advice, just give me a call.
Sometimes there's a foot patrol over here, so let's see if they're out and about. Oh, doesn't look like they're down here yet, just yet. Let's go up this way. There's a couple different ways you can approach this, but I like this approach better because it puts you almost in a straight line sight for where you need to find Kazuhiller Miller. So up here should be one of the helicopter drop points. I don't have the ability to do a helicopter just yet. But there's also basically some poppies that you can pick up. I'll get them later. So this is the place where I need to be. And it's better to basically kind of kill time and wait till nightfall. Because it is pretty well patrolled.
That's marking. Focus on the thread and it'll be marked automatically. You can mark enemies and vehicles by zooming in with your binoculars or camera. Once they're marked, you'll also see their positions on the map.
And one of the best people you can get in this game, eventually
You've reached one day.
You have arrived.
Miller's
you
taken
unlock
us somewhere to
Quiet.
down, but we don't know exactly where he is.
If you saw the first player, like the first level was like the woman I set on, like where the boss set on fire. Oops, spoiler. And like she jumped out of a window. She's actually alive and she's fine. But she doesn't talk anymore. And she is like a crack sniper. I mean, just like the best. But what you can do is you can send her out to scout places. So she'll like go running around stealthily around the base and just mark all the bad guys for you. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them will be marked. See, no one's on patrol. It's actually pretty lightly defended.
Some will set shortly.
Basically what I just use right now, it's a... Whoops, wrong button. It's a device called the Phantom Cigar. And what it does is it speeds up time. Basically, you are smoking it. You're getting high is what's happening. Time is moving fast, but you're just standing there like, whoa, nothing's happening. So you can speed up time like to nightfall like I did right now to make it a little easier to sneak in to get the guy out that I'm trying to get. It's become a joke, but it works. And later on, when you keep infiltrating places and they keep getting more upset with you because like you're just wrecking all their stuff, you'll see things like they'll put claymores out, booby traps. So you gotta be extra careful. You just can't go running. You could literally go running right into a explosion. There should be a diamond over here. Yep.
That's a rough diamond. Good find.
It's a diamond in the
That's a high
rough.
price. Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight.
There. Alright, good. Oh, go around the corner.
Those materials are already processed.
I'm gonna steal your cassette tape.
Why not start gathering them?
Okay, no one's coming.
God. No more use for me, huh?
Cause it's me. I'm here to get you out.
Snake.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Right?
No, it's just took you so long?
We'll talk, but not here.
Extraction.
Now I do
arrived
squats.
at
Oh,
Metaverse.
bodyweight squats, man. I gotta get those glutes in.
I'll send the chopper to get you out. Make your way to the RV.
So now you gotta be really careful not to be spotted.
Mission info has been updated.
Yeah, they're out to the left.
You look well. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit. Not so heavy anymore, right?
Okay, we can go down this way. Or not. Who saw me? It's supposed to show you like an indicator exactly where it's at.
Save for all time's sake.
Nope, didn't get the kept you waiting thing because the horse showed up, so. Oh well. So now we run like crazy over to the helicopter.
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Ahab, do you read me? This is Pequod. There's a gas covering the LZ. We can't land. Pulling back.
Yeah, I'd fire that guy. If you can hover like 30 feet off the air,
Gas.
you can land.
It's them. Boss, watch out. It's the skulls. Don't let them find us.
Boss, whatever that mist is, it's all around you. We can't see through it. I'm changing the RV so it's outside the
Yes, the
mist.
plot that takes no risks because it's not a finished game. Alright, so I haven't really found a way to sneak past these guys without triggering the cutscene and have them chase you. So I'm just gonna go barreling right through them. Sometimes Miller can fall off your horse, which is a pain in the butt. But we'll see how it goes. Try to see if I can go down this way. Really? Holy cow, that's never worked before. That is a first. I have never gotten past the skulls on the horse. Usually I try and they always see me. That is interesting. Because normally what they do is it triggers a cutscene, you see them pull a gun out of their hands like magic, and then they start running and shooting at you, and like you're going full speed on your horse, and they are like going faster than your horse. To basically show like these guys are a serious business. So that's interesting. I didn't know I could ever get past them without triggering that, outside of calling in like an airstrike later on. Because you can replay missions when you have more stuff like bombardments, sleeping gas, things of that nature.
Support helicopter has arrived.
So that's pretty cool.
The mist is cleared, and it looks like they're gone.
No, I haven't. Well, the new one? I haven't seen it yet.
They came at us real fast in the same kind of mist. Our men survivors from 9 years ago.
I saw it's there, but I just haven't had the time to watch it today.
What they want, but it's them. No mistake.
I'm sure it's gonna be really good. Speaking of Team 4-Star and their content, if you didn't pay attention to it or if you don't follow it, they did, what was it? Machine Abridged Season 3 started on Friday, and yesterday they did the new episode of Hellsing Ultimate Abridged. And there's one more episode of Hellsing left, and then they're done with the series, and that's going to come to an end next month. So I'll be definitely watching the Hitman, the Renegade for Life Hitman, definitely tonight. Yeah, I know, it's like, trust me, Pat, I have no idea how I got past that guy without triggering the alert. I've never managed to do it before. Okay, A rank. So in this game, it's really, really wise to not kill people. I mean, this game really wants you to go the non-lethal route. And the reason why is you can recruit people, like basically extract them out of the war zones, and then they'll work for you. You need to build up your army, get better people, soldiers, send them on missions, and so forth. So if you kill them, of course, they're no good to you. So you really want to play this game pretty much non-lethally, as much as you can. For me.
We're headed for the Seychelles. That's where our new home is now. Hey. That was some operation we had, huh? 9 years ago. Carving out our own world. Making our own future. And they took it away.
They blamed us like damn fiddles. I love how, like, you can hear a conversation in these Black Ops. Pro tip, you can't. I mean, it's like, you can, but you have to lean into the person's ear and scream as loud as you can. Holy crap, I just dropped a bunch of frames. Don't know why. It's probably internet.
Yeah, we were dogs, all right. Slinking around out of Cypher's sight. Digging up whatever kind of dirty money we could find. You name it.
Uh-huh.
We did it.
No.
You see this?
No. Took over control.
Dogs.
We're being sued by David Bowie, but it's worth it. I got a patch for you.
Ourselves. Triumph. Death. We weren't allowed either. Yeah. I remember it all.
Now, if you're expecting like lengthy codec calls in this game, they don't exist. You have these cassette tapes that you can listen to, which fill you in more on the story and history of the world, but it's completely optional. You're not forced to sit through them or, you know, have forced calls on you unless you decide to do them yourself.
Just like a damn fiddle!
Help me, Snake. Chico.
It all ends soon, exactly as I've planned.
Give my regards to your boss when you get home.
You look at Kaz and you go, oh, Skullface says hi, by the way. Look at his face in horror, like, what?
Snake. Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night, I can feel my I'd lost won't stop hurting. It's like they're all still there.
Oh, my knuckles!
Don't you? I'm the one who got caught up with Cypher. A group above nations, even the US. And I was the parasite below, feeding off Zero's power. They came after you in Cyprus. Then Afghanistan. Cypher just keeps growing. Swallowing everything in its path. Getting bigger and bigger. Who knows how big now? Boss. I'm gonna make him give back our past. Take back everything that we've lost. And I won't rest until we do.
Approaching Mother Base.
Sorry, I almost kissed you there.
Our new Mother Base. I don't know how long it'll take, but I'll make it bigger. Better than before.
Well, that's good because you only have room to land one of your helicopters, so
God,
you might want to work on that.
what should I do?
Boss,
Tell me. Tell me like you used to.
By the way, every single mission has credits. Opening credits and closing credits. The opening credits spoil a crap ton of stuff for you, like if the skulls are involved or anything, or some character shows up, so you're not surprised at all, you know it's coming. And it's a really odd choice that they left in the game, I don't know why.
things have changed, boss. We pull in money, recruits, just to combat Cypher. Rubbing our noses in bloody battlefield dirt. All for revenge. The world calls for wet work, and we answer. No greater good. No just cause.
Cause.
Cypher sent us to hell. But we're going even deeper.
I know. I'm already a demon. Heaven's not my kind of place anyway.
Dogs of war for 9 whole years. That ends today. Now you're not sleeping, and we're not junkyard hounds. We're diamond dogs.
So here's some morphine. Here you go, buddy. Just relax. You'll make sense in the morning once you've had a couple operations. Fix up your stumps.
We can crush Cypher, boss. And you can build the army that can do it.
Just one thing, Kaz. This isn't about the past. We're fighting for the future.
So now I get to learn about Mother Base and mechanics behind how to do certain things and so forth.
Boss, there's something I want to talk about. It concerns you came. This base belongs to you now. Make Diamond Dogs the force it deserves. Like any organization, we need good people, and we need to make good use of their talents. Miller asked me to lay that out for you. Start bringing people in. Use this. It's a Fulton recovery device. When you're in the field, use it to extract any soldiers or prisoners you want back here. And we'll see if we can't persuade them to join the ranks of Diamond Dogs. Go on. Test it out on the staff here. Anyone you want.
Okay.
First, put them to sleep. You have a tranquilizer gun, don't you?
It's an honor, boss.
That won't work on me. I've had drug resistance training. First, put him to sleep. This isn't the time.
When will be the time?
2 + 2 = 5. 2 + 2 = 5. Now extract him. Out like a light. Now approach him and extract him. Good.
Bye.
Extraction
complete.
arrived at
You
Mother
can only
Base.
Fulton recover someone if they're not resistant. No dead bodies either. They don't make great recruits. The staff member you just extracted will be assigned to the team best suited to his abilities. See for yourself. Open your eye droid.
Select staff management from the...
So that staff member was placed on the R&D team. The R&D team is in charge of developing all kinds of weapons and items that will support you on missions. Take a look at the development list.
Select weapons items under the development heading.
Please specify
That's the R&D
project.
team's development list. See the item called cardboard box? Didn't seem much use to me, but Miller was adamant that you'd want it on the list. The last word in infiltration technology, or so he said. In any case, we don't have the manpower to develop it just yet. We need more staff on the team.
Cardboard boxes are too
Go extract
technologically
a few more.
advanced for my group, so...
Boss, put the iDroid away for a moment. You can also
That's
Fulton
frightening.
extract individuals you've knocked out. Why don't you try knocking someone out with CQC?
I'm ready,
next?
boss.
Show them how it's done, boss. Try throwing them. It's the best way to knock them out.
Enjoy your skull fracture, sir.
Now extract them. Good.
And I'll steal your gun. And steal my gun back.
Extraction complete.
Arrived at
One thing
Mother
I should
Base.
mention. A Fulton extraction won't always be successful. If the person is injured, the shock of it could kill them. And if the weather's unfavorable, well, they could end up going missing. You can determine the chance of success by approaching the person you want to extract. If you want to be sure you can get them out, best carry them to the chopper instead. All right, extract the next staff member.
Let's do this, boss.
Wonder if I can do a double throw. Come closer.
If there are multiple adversaries nearby, perform CQC on them and take them all out before any of them can strike back.
Get up.
Thanks for that, boss.
That's the boss I know. You're pretty good. Now extract it.
Extraction
Now that
arrived
we have
at
more
Mother
people on
Base.
the R&D team, its level has gone
Unit
up.
function
We should be able to
extraction
develop the
arrived at
cardboard
Mother
box
Base.
now. Open your eye
Development
drawer.
project has been added.
Select weapons items under the development heading.
Please specify
Now select
project.
cardboard box and start development. Just be aware that development
has finished.
Development costs money and
Please
time,
select
usually.
You can have the
Control point.
support unit supply you with
Supplies
weapons and
requested.
items you've developed. Think of it as your
Supply
own
drop
personal
complete.
delivery service.
There it is. I'll catch you.
Sorry, I forgot to tell you. When you call in a supply drop, watch you don't drop it on your head. And there it is. Not sure what it's good for, but Miller said you'd know what to do. Try it out. you extracted were all placed on the R&D team, but that was Miller's decision. If you think they belong somewhere else, you're free to move them around. Well, that about does it. You won't make any GMP or find recruits hanging around here. Board the chopper when you're ready for a mission. Open your iDroid and select a landing zone.
Now, the thing is, like, it says, like, watch out, you know, construction.
Knocking guys on their asses.
If you stand here for a while, you will get box dropped on your head.
Just come pay me a visit.
I'm not sure if I'll do it right now in this mission or not. I guess it's not going to do it. It does it later on, so...
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Good job, everybody. I'm building your confidence. Never cross me!
Gaining altitude.
I think a little bit later on too, you can also customize like your base color, you can add new platforms to it and so forth, so this game really does add a lot more to building up your resources. For me.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
More cassette tapes.
Mission list updated.
Boss, I know you haven't been back long, but I prepared a list of missions for you. Open your iDroid.
So you've been through all this, but you can hear about Cyprus being divided, what's happened the 9 years ago, after effects of your coma, why he's known as Shalashaska. Whole bunch of boring stuff, but it's all there if you want to actually learn about it.
Please select a mission.
I've taken the job offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target elimination. Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape. Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission. We'll receive GMP for completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal. If that means wet work, so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty. I hope you're rested up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone.
Mission accepted.
The future of Diamond Dogs is in your
Heading
hands.
to Afghanistan.
I hope I have a sniper rifle. I don't know if I do or not, so this can be tricky. I should. No, I don't. Okay, so let's back out of this. Because for this one, basically, you can either try to abduct a Spetsnaz commander, or you can snipe them out from afar. And at this early in the game, it's just simpler to snipe them out. Alright, development. Weapons items.
Please specify a project.
So I don't think I have anything non-lethal at this point in time. Everything I have is straight up kill weapons, so... Let's see, shotguns, grenade launchers, sniper rifles, yes. Perfect. Okay, now I have a sniper rifle. Perfect. Yes, equip it. As you can see, you need like a certain R&D level team in order to unlock the ability to build other weapons as well. So this is a tranquilizer round. Blue or kind of green markings there are non-lethal, red are lethal. So let's see, what else can I develop? Desert Fox, definitely do that. Urban Blue you really don't need. I mean, like, the Desert Fox you get a lot of use out of. Okay, nothing here. Cardboard box. C4. That comes in handy. I don't think I have any grenades yet. I think I just have default. That's fine. Shields I never use, so I'll worry about them later. Don't use shotguns either. Don't need smoke grenades for this. No, because it's not silenced. Okay. Alright, so now let's go through and start to get into missions. Start doing some stuff.
Please select a mission. Mission heading to Afghanistan.
Select equipment. Good, it's already equipped. Okay, good. Want that. Secondary weapon. Items, I don't need Santum cigar. Don't need cardboard box. The night vision goggles are actually useful in Afghanistan because you can have sandstorms kick up, and this will allow you to see through those sandstorms. Okay, bionic arm pistol. Let's see, support weapons. Oh, wrong one. Magazines I don't need. Okay, we're all good. Except for my uniform. Nothing for the head yet. And let's go!
Deploying.
Time to murder somebody. This is, like I said, you normally want to go through and try to recruit people as best you can, do it non-lethally, but early on this mission, it's just faster to just wipe them out.
Your target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him. But I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Deshago Calais and eliminate the target.
Ooh, 4x zoom only. This is going to be tricky. So I'm used to like playing on my other account on PC, which has like everything's maxed out. So it'll be a little bit of an adjustment.
We can use compounds from plants to make medicine or poison for use in new weapons and equipment. Take a look at the plants list on your iDroid to see which ones we need. Then go find them if you get the chance. It'll keep the staff happy too.
Especially those poppies. Ah, there's another one. So I knew there was horses blocking it. Okay, so
Golden Crescent. It's a type of medicinal plant. We can use
yes,
that to make
medicinal.
tranquilizer rounds more
Definitely not used to make heroin. Definitely not that. That's just crazy talk. Crazy horse. Ever since the last patch they put onto this game, the horse has been able to do this. It's really weird.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. You have arrived at your destination.
You've arrived.
Now, unfortunately, I don't have a silenced sniper rifle, so I gotta be careful and make sure who I take out. Okay, Snake, stop it. Crawl up. Lay down. There we go. So there's a guy, like, we're usually right over here. There's our boy.
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
Time to run.
Target confirmed dead. Impressive work, boss.
There's a sniper in the area. Go on alert. Flush him out.
Exfiltrated hot
Alright,
zone.
you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete. Mission complete. Great work.
Sweet. You can
How
also
you feeling, boss?
get improvements for your helicopter too, so it gets there faster when you call it.
Choppers and a horse at your disposal is indispensable for operating in the wilds of Afghanistan. I've gone ahead and arranged for you to be able to develop and customize weaponry for support choppers. And you can also develop new equipment for D-Horse if you like. Use your iDroid to start development as needed.
Side ops list
The
updated.
side ops list is comprised of problems we need you to resolve, objectives to be completed, and information gained from the soldiers and prisoners you've extracted. These aren't missions per se, but if you can take
Hi there. Come with me. But, unfortunately I can't take the vehicles just yet. You gotta get an upgrade for it.
You gonna extract him?
Okay, so let's see. It's like somewhere around here, I want to say.
Marker
There's a
placed.
Homa there, which is like a rare type of plant, and another one back over
Marker
here.
placed.
So I'll just mark those on the radar real quick. Or the map, I should say. Database, let's just get this stuff out of the way. Okay, that's fine.
Snake, I wanted to ask you about the man on fire.
He was on fire.
Kaz, what about the unit that attacked us in the mist? You knew something about them.
That wasn't my first run-in with them. It happened right before I was captured by the Soviets. We were on the Zero line that day, the Afghan side. On our way back from training the Mujahideen at a mountain camp in Kunar province. There's a lot of that work in Afghanistan. Most PFs shy away from it because it draws too much attention. But for us, that was the whole point. The job itself went great. We just had to make it back to a tribal area in Pakistan. But all of a sudden, visibility got real bad. It was no sandstorm. Our point man gave this strange report. He said he could see skulls in the mist. Skulls? That's a medicinal plant called Haoma, otherwise known as Soma. People use it to make a sacred drink for religious ceremonies.
It's extremely rare. Doesn't spawn too often.
We were calling out to each other. But one by one, their voices just went dead. Whatever happened to me, I lost consciousness before I knew it. When I came to, I was in a Soviet camp, tied to an interrogation chair.
Could they be some new Spetsnaz unit?
No. The ones that interrogated me were just the average rank and file. Whatever group attacked us, the way they moved was just insane. And that mist, appearing out of nowhere. The Soviets don't have tech like that.
If they did, Ocelot would have heard about it.
I doubt the West does either. Otherwise, the folks at Langley would be sleeping a lot easier.
Why'd they come after you?
Wish I knew. I'm the only one who survived. Though I don't think they planned it that way. If I was their target, they wouldn't have just handed me over to the 40th Army. Whatever the case, we need to watch our step until we know who they really are. And boss, if you ever do run into them again, don't try to take them on. You just get the hell out of there. When I first started dealing with Zero, with Cypher, it was a somewhat parasitic relationship, though a mutually beneficial one. Cypher had no army of their own, so they wanted us. They wanted our strength. They approached me as a potential business partner.
But they had other motives.
Cypher coaxed us into Central America, into that US-Soviet proxy war, to fuel Mother Base's growth. Once we were big enough, they'd force us to join them. That was
up here around here, just about. I might be on the wrong location.
Right. And if we refused, she would use Zeke to fire a nuke from Mother Base. The world
Yeah, I'm in the
would
wrong
consider us
spot.
a liability, and countries would unite to destroy us.
We stopped the launch.
And yet they still took us down. Through that fake inspection they orchestrated to cover up their sabotage. That power Cypher wanted.
That was up here, maybe it's
we don't
down
have it
here.
anymore. So why are they still after you? Is it just the fear of leaving you alive?
I don't know. Was Zero really... All I know is the man I knew wouldn't want this.
What do you mean?
We have to consider that it might not be Zero we're dealing with.
We know virtually nothing about Cypher anymore. How big they've gotten, what they want, or even who they really are. The new Mother Base started out as a test drilling rig operated by a mineral resources supplier, but their project fell through. The Seychelles government was happy to hand the place over to us. It was just scrap on stilts. So with a few dummy construction companies set up as fronts, we started renovating the half-finished rig. From the outside, it looked like the project was back on rails.
Kaz, you...
What?
I see what you're doing. Recreating the Mother Base we had 9 years ago. Only this time.
That's right. The Mother Base Cypher thought they destroyed will return from the grave to kill them. We'll prove to
There
the
it
world
is.
that we were the victors.
And if we lose again?
They can't fool us the same way twice. Now our enemies are in plain sight.
Roger.
When our organization gets too big, we split it across companies. Any company that draws attention gets liquidated, and its capital is back-channeled into a new company. Most PFs are small-time operations anyway. And in this business, the minnows go bankrupt all the time. We've never aroused suspicion. Plus, we have Hewick.
Hewick?
Human Exploitation Company. It's a business specializing in intel gathering. Think of it as a civilian intelligence agency.
Kaz, that's...
Remember what they were trying to accomplish at the prison facility in Cuba? That gave me the idea. We dispatch moles into conflict zones around
Speakers,
the
they
world.
can play music if you
Sets
want,
up an
but
intel network on site. Then they stay in place to give us stable points of contact when other nations intervene in the conflicts. Hewick's strength is that it has a cutout at each level. You get your job from one guy, then you hand it off to another. No one has direct access. It's a perfect black box. Hewick members also work their way into the superpowers intelligence agencies to make sure Diamond Dogs gets work. We have those countries by the balls. That's our deterrent.
That's what I need right there. Non-lethal. Unfortunately, you gotta find a suppressor specialist.
We've grown this far. When you go out on missions, intel from Hewick will be there to back you up. But despite all that, Cypher has its eyes on us. The only reason I'm not dead is that they needed to know where you were. Figured if you woke up, I'd go straight to you. You were hostile.
At the last second, go Rambo.
Departing.
Alright, let's do another mission.
Arrived at Mother Base.
And what I need to do real quick is actually grab some pain pills. So give me a second. I'm going to do that and be back in about 30-40 seconds. Hold on. By the way, it should be noted the Wahoo music is playing here too. Basically this. But this video is like 10 minutes long, so I didn't want everybody to like basically go total rage at me by having that song play non-stop. So I'm back, of course, as you know. Let's tackle another mission.
By connecting your iDroid to the onboard computer, you turn the chopper into your own Aerial Command Center, or ACC. Some elements of staff assignment and R&D of weapons and items can only be performed from there. Take as long as you need to consider all your options.
Alright. Ooh, a whole bunch of Mother Base coins. That's sweet. Mother Base coins are like currency inside the game. You can earn them. They give you about 45 of them a week or so. Like the daily bonus. So you can buy them outright as physical DLC, or you can just accrue them naturally through just time in the game. Which is what I do. I don't spend any money on this at all. So basically it can be used to buy things like forward operating bases, speed up development times if you want, like if you try to make like a bigger item later on and it takes like, it says it's going to take 4 days, or you can spend 500 coins to do it now. Probably you have that option. Okay. Here we go. I was like, I need an interpreter real quick, and let's get one.
Please select a landing zone.
So I need to get a translator. Normally, Big Boss is fluent in Russian, as you've learned in Metal Gear Solid 3, but magically you don't have that skill anymore because you're not actually Big Boss, but oops. Yes, exactly. Listen to every single tape in the helicopter. Don't play the game at all. So I want to make sure everyone gets the most out of it. What's up to you, Wallace? Good to see you, buddy. But I need to go grab myself an interpreter, so I'm going to do that. And the excuse they give you, which is actually true, is that the shrapnel in your head that you can see is impacting your language center of your brain, which is exactly where it's at, to be honest. So that's the excuse that they have in the end game, why you can't remember Russian anymore. But so that's why you need to get an interpreter, and they're actually real-time interpreting through the radio to you. So that's how the game explains away that, oh, this is why you don't know Russian all of a sudden. But the real reason is because you're not the big boss. You are the medic from Ground Zero, so took the bomb out of Paz, like Paz, the first one that they found. You were hypnotized to take his place. So this entire game, you're supposed to be Big Boss. You've been physically, surgically altered to be him, being hypnotized to believe you're Big Boss. But you're not. It's a Kojima ass pull. It's the only way to explain it. Yeah, I hit my head really hard, and I don't remember Spanish, or no hablar español, quesadilla. And that doesn't work either. They get really confused when you say you understand Spanish and it's a tragedy in Spanish. Oh, speaking of that, bye truck. A long time ago, right when I became a supervisor at one of my last jobs, a person, like it was a call center, a person flagged me down. And she's like, oh, that's right.
Boss, this is no time to be playing with animals.
Yes, it is.
What are you gonna do, boss?
You're gonna go back and you're gonna become one of my dogs. Fly, puppy. Fly, puppy, fly! Next on Raoul's Wild Kingdom, we'll see if poodles can fly. But, I had an agent on the phone put their caller on hold because it was an inbound call center. And she's like, Ken, they're speaking English. I don't know what to do. I'm like, what are we speaking right now to each other? It doesn't matter. He's speaking English. I don't know what to do. I'm like, what language are we conversing in right now at this moment? What language are we speaking? English. Oh, okay, I got it. I'm like, really? It's like I don't know what it was because we didn't have foreign speaking language lines. We were not allowed to speak a foreign language on the phones. We didn't have a Spanish line or anything, so I don't know what she was freaking out about, but she had this whole mind freeze that this person was speaking English to her, but she was asking me, like, she was panicking to me in English. I'm like, okay, what's the problem? Get on the phone and talk to this person.
Marker placed.
There we go, more cassette tapes just for T. Wallace because he requested it.
It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why'd they kill you? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside.
We found out there's an English-speaking soldier somewhere in the region. He's a language specialist. His role is to translate information related to the West into Russian. If we can get him to join us, we'll have the upper hand in information warfare. Find this language specialist and extract him.
No, not yet. That's not going to be until I get to Africa, unfortunately. I just started up this game, so it's going to be a while before I get a zebra. But I will get my zebras back.
You have arrived.
You didn't see anything.
You have arrived at your destination.
thought there was a guy sleeping in here. I guess not.
Those materials have already been processed. It may not be.
So I need to go into options and tell me to basically tell it to shut up and tell me about hints. Game settings. Chicken hat. No, we don't need chicken hat. Not sound. Display. No. Camera setting, I doubt it. Nope. Okay, I guess it's just going to keep telling me about this stuff regardless.
Much, but we can use them straight away if you bring them back to base.
Unfortunately, I don't have the ability, the upgraded scope yet to see what these people are like. So you gotta be careful because sometimes you'll get troublemakers in your squad and they will start fights and send people to the brig or infirmary from getting injured. So you gotta be careful about it. I can't pick that stuff up yet.
Boss, that language specialist you extracted has been very cooperative.
Especially since we haven't picked them up yet.
Living a free life like folks in the West. What are the odds, huh? I've gone ahead and placed him in the support unit. His job is Russian interpretation. Now you'll know what Soviet soldiers are saying. You can even interrogate them. Should give you an edge in the mission.
That's a ways off. We'll ignore that for now.
Please select a mission.
Oh, right where I'm at. Perfect.
Mission accepted. The map has been updated.
Wait, which one is this? I didn't look at it before I accepted it like a moron.
Please select a mission.
Boss, information warfare is more than just intel gathering. It also means disrupting enemy communications. Your mission is to punch a hole in the comms network between the Soviet outposts. That'll cut off their means to call in reinforcements. Technically, we were given this mission by a Western-backed Arab organization supporting the guerrillas. But it'll also give us a leg up in the future. Take a look at the location of the Eastern Communications Post on your iDroid. Head there and destroy its comms equipment. He who controls information controls operations. Just look at Cypher. Good luck, boss.
This is actually one you can, it's really funny, you can go there on free roam, destroy their communications equipment, and then fly there in the helicopter. Like, you pick the mission, you go there, and you're like, oh, okay, you need to take out all the communications equipment, and you've already done it. Return to base. And you get like an S rank in like 20 seconds. It's hilarious. But see, what would have explained Kiefer Sutherland as the voice, as like the voice of Big Boss, is because unfortunately he was used the same way in Ground Zeroes. Like, sorry, I just hit the microphone. The prequel to the game, or the first level of this game. What they should have done, but unfortunately, like I said, there was a contract dispute, and David Hayter, the original voice of Snake, and Hideo Kojima do not get along. They don't like each other. So what would have been, if they had worked out something though, would have been good, would have David Hayter voice Snake for Ground Zeroes, that first mission. And then you can explain away all the damage you've had, like from the explosion, everything else damaged your vocal cords and changed your voice, and thus you have Kiefer Sutherland's voice. That would have worked out perfectly. That would have made sense. But that's not what they chose to do. Because like I said, this is a completely unfinished game. Maybe they would have figured it out later on down the line, but I don't think that Kojima even had that thought, to be honest. But that would have worked better. Because they could have said, yeah, you've had a lot of damage, you have the shrapnel on your head, you had vocal cord damage as well, so it's impeded your voice is going to sound different. Because trust me, my voice that you're hearing right now is not the voice that I had 20 years ago. And that is due to vocal cord damage. So let's see, let's call out helicopter. It's easier to go in for the helicopter in this one. I might be able to actually shoot everything out from the helicopter itself. I think. I'm not sure if my helicopter has a gun or not.
An environmental NGO has asked us to remove wild animals from combat zones.
But I mean, it's like, even my voice I'm talking to you right now with is not my normal natural talking voice. Because what I normally sound like, give me a second here, I gotta relax my voice because I'm speaking on a higher tone. My voice actually sounds normally like this, which is a lot more deeper sounding because of the vocal cord polyps. It's actually more raspy too. So I've learned that people really can't understand me too well on the phone because I just have phone jobs. And this is how my natural voice sounds. So it's a lot raspier, it's a lot lower, it's hard to hear and understand. So I've trained myself to talk up higher in a pitched voice like this so people can understand what I'm saying to them over the phone or in person. Also, another thing too is when I talk naturally without doing the higher up voice that I'm doing right now, it actually puts more of a strain on my vocal cords, so I have laryngitis problems too, so I tend to lose my voice if I'm not careful. So, let's see, will I land or is it going to trigger the mission? Because unfortunately that's the same spot. So yeah, having like vocal cord damage is a real thing. They could have easily put it into this game. Oh no, it triggered the mission. I just lost out on a lot of money. That was dumb. Now we're forced to load, and I'm gonna have to escape out and take a helicopter. Call it again, lose more money.
You need to disable the Soviets' reinforcement system by putting a hole in their base-to-base comms.
No, I don't. I don't need to do anything. You pick me up. You get me out of here.
Comms equipment. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
You can do it on foot, or, like I said, I think I have a Gatling gun for my helicopter already. I hope I do.
Please specify a project.
I better. Yeah, I do. Okay, so it's by default equipped. Perfect. So you can actually... Oh, crap. Never mind. So I wasted more money.
Has been updated.
We're going to go on foot. So I was thinking, like I said, I'm still thinking of like my completed game file where I have a lot of armor and stuff. If I go into this location, I will get shot up like crazy. And my helicopter will get shot down, and that is a major loss of money and time. So, oops. But unfortunately, the helicopter takes so long to call. Should have an option to dismiss the helicopter. Oops, here comes a truck. Let's get out of the way and hide for that. Don't want to get spotted.
Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Okay, so I actually need to go on foot. I'm wasting tons of money by calling helicopters that I'm not using. Let's go up higher. And the sun's about to rise, even better. Perfect. This is just turning out perfectly.
Support helicopter has arrived. Support helicopter has arrived.
Go away! Eventually it'll fly off. It'll say like, hey, we can't hang around anymore. See you later. Smell you later. You're on your own. Hey, it's Nimix. What's up? Good to see you. You just missed my conversation about vocal cord damage. Or maybe you didn't. I'm not sure. I even got to use my real voice. Is it the smell of more cuts? Alright, let's see. Can I go up higher? Nope, that's gonna be a problem. Cover fire for what? You're nowhere near me. Yeah, so this is where you just say, you take the loss. Abort mission. It's like too many things going wrong. It's easier if you can drop in closer with the helicopter. So, believe it or not, this is the exact same game you saw last night. nothing like the first level. Not even close. No!
Side ops list
When you're
updated.
not on a mission, use that free time wisely.
Support helicopter
Surveying enemy
requested.
outposts, for example, or gathering manpower and resources. Of course, even you need some downtime every now and then.
I don't need
Whatever you
downtime.
do, it's all another step on the road to
I
our
am a
goal.
machine. They won't see me up here. They'll go driving by. Like I said, it's so bizarre. You have like the first level, which is like hyper violent and like horror movie massacre of a hospital, and you escape, and you get chased by Volgan from like Metal Gear Solid 3, the main boss for that, except for he's on fire like a demon. And then Ocelot shows up on a horse, and you go riding through the woods, and it's like, what is going on? What is this game? And then the rest of it's like, forget that. Just go run around Afghanistan and do some missions. Recruit some people, build some stuff, build an army. It's like, whoa, okay, are these the two games the same? What happened here?
This is C-Squad. On station at LZ.
But I have a minigun. Get to the chopper.
Gaining altitude.
There we go, finally overheated. I was wondering how long it would take. I thought it was a lot faster.
Prolonged time in the field is bad for the body and mind. I think it's time you took a break. Do it for me. Come back to Mother Base ASAP.
Yeah, so basically the game shifts from horror movie to go to Afghanistan, build an army, develop weapons, take odd jobs, like odd contracts and stuff, and just basically play through the game. It's like, this is a complete total disconnect. And the reason why they want you to come back is because I brought back a puppy.
Edie, come back!
Mitch,
Here's the dog you brought back. Bit of a troublemaker. Not sure about the breed, though.
he'll get bigger.
Uh-huh. Like this. You know, I can look after him. He's still a pup, so he doesn't listen. I have a feeling someday he'll be useful. I suspect you discovered a real diamond in the rough.
Now, he's entirely
polish.
optional to
We got a
get,
true
by the way.
diamond dog on our hands.
So you get the dog. It takes a couple missions, but it'll grow to full size and it's fully trained, and you can take him out on missions with you. So find plants and also find bad guys for you too, and mark them on your radar.
Ocelot raising hounds.
It's quite useful. You can also train him to like attack people too, or distract them by barking so they go see what's going on. Wow, I am dropping frames like crazy. Must be internet again. My thing is entirely frozen. Let me refresh my Twitch page real quick. Okay, there we go. I was like, ooh, because it seemed like my Twitch window, my preview feed in the dashboard was completely locked up. I'm like, oh, that's not a good sign. Okay. Hello there, soldier. Hi, how are you?
Boss, welcome home.
Thank you. Enjoy your skull fracture. La, 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 la. Staff morale. Okay, don't tell me about staff morale then. Fine, be that way. Oh, the sign warned me. Yes, Quiet is the best. She is easy to look on the eyes. She is no longer on fire like in the very first level of the game, and she is an awesome sniper on top of it, so yeah, Quiet is the best. We love Quiet. And basically, if people see you, it raises staff morale. They're like, hey, cool, he's around the base again, you know, things of that nature. So it's good to do every once in a while. To come back, shower, refreshes you mentally. Also, you don't smell, which is kind of funny. You can trigger a cutscene if you don't bathe enough.
Roger.
You'll come back to Mother Base, and Ocelot will come and like hit you with a bucket of water. But if you have Quiet in your group at that point, she'll actually grab you and take you into the shower herself for some gratuitous, you know, lewdness. That's like still PG-13, but yeah. You're basically just ogling her in the shower when she's wet, in a bikini already, so. But also, if you don't return, your morale drops, and that can cause conflicts and problems too, so it's good not to do that. So weird seeing Mother Base 1 not completed, and 2 this being the only platform, because I have the PC version completed. Pardon me. Oh, that's right, I forgot there's blueprints and stuff, like there's a blueprint over there I need to grab, there's diamonds, loose diamonds around. So it's actually, it pays to go through and explore your platforms you have as well, so the next time I'm here I'll have to remember to pick those things up. Yes, PG-13 in a mature rated game. Why not? Alright, so let's see. Let's go back to the next mission.
Side ops list updated.
What other side ops do I have? Riot. That's a submachine gun. I don't really need it.
Please select a landing zone.
That one's not too hard to do, but unfortunately I don't have anywhere that's kind of close for landing. Let's do this one. We'll land out here, take the horse, and ride up. Well, the problem is that this game has plenty of Otacon, but it's not crazy Otacon. It's not Otacon from the Metal Gear Solid series. This is like completely different character. He's not crazy as hell. He's not over the top. He doesn't make, you know, crazy gestures or anything. He is, for me, all intents and purposes, he is not Otacon. And I don't know if finishing this game would have changed that at all. I mean, Kojima would just really change so many things with this game. It's completely out of left field. I don't think that he would have fixed him back to the crazy Ocelot, not Ocelot, Otacon, or Ocelot is what I was thinking about, but you said Otacon, I wasn't paying attention. But no, we will get to Otacon in a way a little bit later on. It's Otacon's dad, actually. It shows up in this game. And he is... Okay, so I hate Otacon with a passion. I hate Hal. I hate his father, Huey, even more. He is like the worst person ever. And you keep him around in the game way, way too long. He's like the most weaselly person ever, and you can tell like right away he's just stabbing you in the back non-stop. It's exactly what he's doing. He was actually the one who let Skullface's group into the base, which wiped out everybody in Ground Zeroes. He was responsible for it. He's like, I was just looking out for you. I was trying to protect you. It's like, you sicked a death squad on my people and blew up my base and put me in a coma for 9 years. You know, he's like, I was justified, and, you know, I was right, you're wrong. It's like, please just shoot him in the head. The world will be a better place, and then we won't have to deal with Otacon later in the Metal Gear series. We'll create a time paradox, it'll be perfect. Alright, so I need to get out of here. Head up to here.
Marker placed.
And then over here.
Marker placed.
Go on horsey ride with Mr. Ed. Do kids even know who Mr. Ed is, I should ask? I mean, I know because I grew up watching Nick at Night reruns. So I am familiar with the talking horse, of course. But I'm pretty sure like people like my brother, my little brother, wouldn't know who Mr. Ed is. Nor would they understand an entire show built around the premise of a talking horse. More drugs. More puppies. No, actually, there's no incest in this game. It's bizarre. I mean, I don't think anyone wets themselves. For one, urinates on themselves, and it's really kind of weird. So there's like no weird incest angle with Otacon's family, and no one urinates on themselves. At least to my remembrance, at least. I could be wrong, but. Just one guy? There should be like two. Unless he's in a bathroom or something. There's the other guy. Oh, 3 of them.
Sun's down
4 of
already.
them.
It goes without
Jeez, everyone's
saying
just coming out of the
this is
woodwork.
good for infiltration, but your vision will be affected just the same. Keep your guard up, or who knows when you'll bump into an enemy.
There we go.
Guard post captured.
Took a crap ton of ammo to do it, but...
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
I have like level 1 Fultons. I can barely... Wow, frame rate just started chugging. Barely carry any ammo.
He's coming too. Roger that.
That reminds me, I wonder what songs I have. Okay, so I have these songs, which is fun to play out of a helicopter. Now the man who sold the world, which we heard in the beginning. Come along, horse. Come along, horse. It's a teleporting horse. That is amazing technology.
Extraction arrived.
So I need to find a sheep or something and zap it with my tranquilizer gun so I can start building my zoo back up. There's something.
Project has been added.
Come back here. Aha! You're coming with me. Well, that's the thing with the PC version, is you can actually put in your own MP3s and it'll play them. So I actually had like Hatred Copter by Deathclock or Metalocalypse, however you want to put it, on there because it worked well.
So your suppressor is worn out. That gun will be as loud as any other now. If you have to shoot, be careful.
Supply drop, ammo, Fulton.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
Okay, they should be at ear range for guns.
Supply drop complete.
So yeah, you can put, like in the PC version, you can put in J-pop or literally whatever in the world you want to have on there, which is a lot of fun. Although I could actually do that on the stream too. I can just basically pull up like YouTube and play something. Play some One OK Rock when they were good, before they turned to total garbage. That'd be fun. Alright, let's not go into the river, horse. No. Over here. Whee! Extract the highly skilled soldier. No problem. I know exactly where he's at.
You have arrived at your destination.
It's up on top of these rocks. Cool. Instead of, if it's not, you know, just let me know, of course. Maybe I don't know where they were. I thought they were up over here. Yeah, you never know with appointments. Sometimes they're really fast, sometimes they just drag out, take forever. Always a gamble, you never know exactly. Okay, so where is this dork at? Okay, here comes a sandstorm. Not a problem. Because if you don't put on your night vision goggles, if you don't have them with you, this is all you see.
Sandstorms come in. Sandstorms effectively make you blind and deaf, but that goes for the enemy too. Use the situation to your advantage.
I have no idea where the soldier's at right now. Somewhere around here. Oh, there they are.
That's the target.
It's usually like 3 of them. But it is early in the game. Nope, there they are. See? 1, 2, 3. Alright. There we go. Okay, so I was off. I was thinking it was the left side, but it's the right side needing to be up. I was a little bit off, trying to go by memory and screwed it up.
Side ops list updated.
You gotta extract him.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Nearest helicopter is a ways out.
Development project.
Ooh, capture
has been
cage.
added.
Good, I could use that.
Please specify a project.
No, don't need that dropped on me right now. Yeah, so unfortunately it's going to be a while until you get really good weapons. Shotguns, like I said, I never use shotguns, so I'm probably not going to worry about them at all. Sniper rifles I really, really need. R&D needs to go way up, though, because I want to get, you know, this is a tranquilizer one, so that's really useful. Shields I don't worry about either. Never use them. C4 is fine. Okay, so I need to get myself back to a place where I can basically get back to Mother Base. So I need to get to where I can get to a helicopter, and holy crap, it's a ways off. I guess down here would be the best way. Place marker, put one there. There's a helicopter at, and another one right. Oop. Place marker. Here, one waypoint, and then another. Okay. That will kill me. Let's not drop off that. Come here, teleporting horse. Good to see you. Alright. Let's ride. Okay, that's cool. Don't worry about it. Whoa, no, I hit the button to get off. Get off. Daddy needs to keep his heroin business, I mean medicinal plants, going. Literally, these are poppies, which grow all over Afghanistan.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
So, you know, take the upper route, go around this little area. Or maybe I won't. Let's see who's here. He's asleep. Guy in the guard tower. So we'll just wait these guys out. They will pass out slowly. Later on in the game, you can pick up more people like anesthetic specialists, which will basically give you stronger tranquilizer rounds, so they will go down a lot faster, even if you don't have an optimal part. Holy crap, these like default tranquilizer rounds are pathetic. There he goes, he's down. That took forever.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Might be able to sneak up on this guy, we'll see. Here we go.
On the ground. Spit it out. Where are the others?
The map has been updated.
Wake up.
Speak. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated. Guard post captured.
Ooh, I can now have the password for the emblem of duck. I am the Duck Duck Goose champion. Oh yeah, that's another problem too. If they're not knocked out, they can yell for help as they're being Fulton away and draw attention to themselves. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can't. I'm used to having a wormhole too, so that's a problem. See, at the wormhole, it doesn't matter where you're at. You can just suck them up into the wonderful black hole that you create. But if not, you can't do it there. You got to get them out in the open, then Fulton them out.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Okay, so continuing on the path to eventually get to a helicopter landing point.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. You have arrived at your destination.
And that's the danger of riding on the roads, is that there are patrols that come by. So, you gotta watch out for that stuff. So of course it's faster, you don't have to dodge rocks or anything of that nature, but then of course you do run the risk of getting spotted.
You have arrived at your destination. Support helicopter requested.
Ooh, that's a bear. You don't want to tackle these things yet. You can Fulton them out, but they are like almost one-hit kills, and my tranquilizers really stink, and I only have 6 of them, so that guy's going to be fine for now.
A brown bear. Stories of them leaving you alone if you play dead are just a myth, boss. Think carefully before you decide to take one of them on.
Sounds good. I will listen to your advice. And of course the helicopter's going to land really close to it. Well, that could be a problem. This moving convoy might spot the helicopter depending on how soon they go by.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Yeah, they saw the helicopter, I'm pretty sure. I just heard them hit the brakes. Yep, they saw the helicopter.
This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
We'll see if they come running up the hill or not.
Gaining altitude.
Nope, okay, we're good. Who did that? Oh, they're fine. They're out of range. I'm not going to be able to hit them.
Buddy departing area of operations.
Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
So I'm not sure if it's going to force me to go to Mother Base or not, because then it will build the platform for your animals that you have. There's twofold reasons for that. One, of course, you're being contracted to do it through a mysterious NGO. Two, it serves as a collection of all the different animals and species you've collected throughout the game. And 3, there's a hidden meter in this game. It depends on how much people you've killed. So the more people you kill, the shrapnel in your head gets longer like a horn. And if you start murdering too many people, you start getting covered in blood that doesn't wash off in showers at all, or even in the rain. And if you visit your wildlife preserve, it actually drops it down quite significantly. So like your horn will give you an idea of like how long it is, like the shrapnel in your head, for like how evil, quote unquote evil you are, which kind of defeats the purpose because this game was supposed to be talking about the fall of Big Boss, basically how he becomes evil, which doesn't happen at all in this game. So, yeah. Alright, what do we got for D-Horse? D-Horse.
Please specify a project.
Battle dress. That will be helpful for another mission later on. It's like a Kevlar vest for your horse.
Please specify a project.
Okay, so what I need to really check out though is my staff and make sure I don't have any troublemakers yet. Yep, like this jerk. You're out. You're fired.
Staff dismissed.
So troublemakers will either make people sick because they refuse to shower, or they will cause fights and injure people, or they'll be arrested for doing something stupid and put in the brig for a while so you can't use them, and they are a major pain in the butt. So it's just better to just basically fire them. I don't even tolerate them in my units. As soon as I see a troublemaker, I will just, you know, just get rid of them. If they have to be like volunteers or if I extract one out. There is a scope upgrade a little bit later in the game where you can look at people and it'll tell you their stats. It'll also let you know things like if they are a troublemaker or not, which that's really good pair of binoculars if you can look at somebody through that and it tells you what their personality type is. But yeah, so troublemakers are a problem. You can have people in your group called diplomats. I think they're called diplomats. And they're supposed to like equal each other out. So if you have one troublemaker, one diplomat, then no problems exist. But like I said, I don't even want to bother with it at all. Look at everybody! Alright, so I need to pick up the blueprint. There's a blueprint and a diamond up here, so I need to navigate my way through and get those items. Hey, look, it's Dee Dee. Hey, doggo. So you run past them, run back. Everybody gives you morale increase. So I walked by Dee Dee one point. I'm like, maybe I can hit a button to pet him, and I kicked him by accident. I was like, oh my god, no! So you gotta be careful because you're thinking like, oh, I'll pet the dog. You can't pet the dog at this stage yet. When he gets older and you take him on missions, then you can pet him. I think I can get there from here, I'm not sure.
Train with me?
Sure, I'll train with you.
Thanks for that, boss.
No problem, sir.
Boss.
So you get used to navigating through Mother Base when you have it all completed, and then you get to this part, and certain paths are not open yet because you haven't built them up, so it gets a little trickier to navigate. Because you're thinking, oh, I'll just go here, this route, and you can't. Like right here, you should be able to run around. Pardon me. There's a scaffolding that stops you. Both ways, so that's no good. I'm not sure if my people are starting to hide diamonds here or not. Let's interrogate somebody and find out.
Talk. Where are your friends? Where are the others?
Okay, that's a little awkward. Harder, boss. I need an adult. I am an adult.
Let us know if you need supply.
So I need to get up here instead, but like I said, everything's kind of blocked off, so we gotta figure a way up, which shouldn't be too hard because there's a set of stairs.
How's it going, boss?
It's going, dude. What can you tell me?
Speak.
Nothing. Okay. So eventually later on, as you start going on more missions and your bases start expanding, your soldiers will start finding diamonds and hiding them around the platforms. So if you hold them up and interrogate them, they'll tell you, here's where I stashed some diamonds, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. So you can pick them up and get more money. Alright, so I got a emblem. Neat. I remember also seeing something flashing up top, but I don't know if I can get to it just yet. Hint emblems. Insignia, right side can be customized. Oh, that's right, I forgot about emblems. I don't use them either, so not surprising. Thought I saw something twinkling up here when I was taking off on a helicopter. Maybe it was somewhere else I can't get to yet. Yeah, there it is. It's over on that platform. Over here, but I can't get to it yet. So, unfortunately, I cannot get to it at this point in time until I start building up Mother Base a little bit more. Loading. Okay, so let's see what else. Ooh, I can build a wet cardboard box. Who wouldn't want that?
Development project has been added.
Flare supply. Sure. $18. Why not? Okay, so what other camo can I build or do? Urban camo, that's already done. No. Sneaking suit, still don't have enough for.
His old organization get taken out just because the U.S. didn't like having a threat like that on his doorstep.
You hear all
I hear you talking about me down there.
But from what Commander Miller says, there's more to it than that. They had this feud with an American covert intelligence agency called Cypher. During the Peace Walker incident, the boss built a merc outfit that fought alongside the Sandinistas.
You talking about me?
Boss, that puppy you saved?
That's right. Don't talk about it. Alright, so let's get out of here. Let's call a helicopter and vamos. We'll do one more mission and I'll probably stop the stream for today. It's getting a little late, but we'll see.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
And around Mother Base, you can pull out non-lethal weapons like the tranquilizer gun. You can even trank your own people, but you can't pull out any lethal weapons whatsoever. You can still murder people, however. You can, like, knock them over the edge into the ocean, and Kaz will yell at you, and you get, like, game over. And you have to reload from a checkpoint. See you later, puppy. Bye, puppy. I think Quiet shows up around mission 10. Like I said, Quiet is... Oh, I love her. She is so awesome. People are like, oh, you just like her because she's sexy looking. I'm like, not only that, but she is such a useful character in this game. She is invaluable. When I get her unlocked, I pretty much don't use anybody else. I don't hardly use the horse unless the mission requires me to get somewhere super fast. The walker gear, or the dog. It's like I just stick with Quiet because she's just so useful. She can scout out areas. She can trank or kill people for you if you need it. Like I said, she is like the best person to have. Kojima did not screw up with her. Mostly. Hey, Nimix is back. Good. Good to see you again. You basically missed me running around Mother Base and talking about how awesome Quiet is as a person to get on your team. So let's see, what is this one?
If we're going to expand Mother Base, we need more manpower. And not just for combat roles either. R&D, The support unit, intel, each demands a different set of skills.
Yeah, we'll do this one instead.
We've set out to do. Diamond Dogs is
Oh, it's still gonna drop me off over there, really?
Soviet engineer I want to have join.
All right, whatever.
Who built your prosthesis?
All right, commence mission. Actually, I need to equipment. I think it's items. No, it's support weapons. It's considered a weapon for some reason, but the capture cage.
Deploying.
Also, later in the game, you can get artillery strikes, which is a lot of fun. So you can like call in artillery strikes to take out positions or a group of people if they happen to be lounging around. You can also do smoke, sleeping gas. That's fun too. But of course, if you start using sleeping gas or smoke, the soldiers will start getting equipped with gas masks to counteract it. So everything you do in this game does adapt to it. Like if you keep landing headshots, then all of a sudden soldiers will start getting issued helmets, or same thing for like body armor too, and shields. So it basically the difficulty adapts with you in this game.
Putting a hole in their base-to-base comms network. Head for the eastern communications post and destroy its comms equipment. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
Pardon me. Alright, so drop down. I don't think anything's respawned yet for the plants in this area. And does not appear to be so. Okay. So that mission I aborted out of earlier, well, guess what we're doing it? Because I could have sworn that this was the one that flies you like directly into the base. So you can just literally sit in your helicopter and just shoot them out with your Gatling guns. But I guess not, so I need to remember when I get closer to be careful. Sheep! It'll make a fine addition to my army and sweater collection. Go forth, brave sheep. Alright, so I also have animal traps, capture cages.
Thinking of using C4?
No, I'm not. I'm cycling through to this.
By remote control after you've planted it.
So you can pick up, like, capture wild animals, and it unlocks more things, too. So this game has lots of things to do. I've never 100%ed this game, because it also depends on you collecting some really obscure, hard-to-find animals, which basically depends on where you drop your capture cages, and what time of day it is, and all sorts of other conditions on top of it. So I need to be careful, because last time I got spotted by a patrol. Come on, Clip Clop, let's go. That's right. Options. Sound settings. It's not sound settings. It's something else. Maybe game settings. Weird. Okay, I was looking for like an option to turn off music, because at certain points I'll have music come in and kick in on cues. And it's like you can't hear too well, so here we go. There's some guys over there. Those were the guys who spied me last time. So what I'm also going to do is call in a quick little supply drop.
Please select a drop. Supplies requested.
Good. Now tell me everything you know, please.
Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
What about you? That's helpful.
Supply drop complete.
That's not helpful.
We know where to find the target. Check your iDroid.
That's why you want to hold up people. Either take them down or, you know, shake them down for information, because you can find out locations of diamonds, all sorts of stuff. Like there's
He's coming too.
diamonds way up top here. And communication equipment.
Marker placed.
It's worth it. Oh yeah, you do that a lot in this game. Later on in the game, you develop wormholes. Somehow you've managed to bridge the,
You have arrived.
basically do a lot of science that doesn't exist technically at this current time in the world.
You made it.
And basically suck them into wormholes so you guarantee that they get where you're going. No one else hears them yell when they get sucked up.
Explosives should take care of them well enough.
And but unfortunately, you miss out on the comicalness of just a balloon whisking people way up in the air. So that's one right there. Now I have two different ways I can do this mission. I can either chuck grenades at this stuff,
That antenna is one of the targets.
or I can try to stealthily sneak in there and use C4, and that's just not fun. It's a lot harder too. Where are those diamonds at? They're back up over here. Maybe I can get to them. I like money.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Yeah, I'm on the right path. Okay. Ooh, Tarragon. Whoa! Alright. You're a problem. Go to sleep. I forgot that there's also sometimes wild wolves here.
That's tarragon, a type of medicinal plant. It contains trace amounts of a benzodiazepine derivative that's the active ingredient in pentasmin.
It's also a tasty herb to use for cooking.
Any method will do.
Bye, little wolf who attacked me. Fly free! Alright, so up the hill. Yeah, jump off the cliff. You can die from certain heights, so you gotta be careful. Okay, so where's the diamond at?
Marker placed. Some will say you have arrived.
Yeah, it's in a position I can't get to, of course. Yeah, good going, game. Alright, so the sun has gone down, the moon has come up, and long ago somebody left with the cup. I'm just driving and driving and hugging the turns and thinking of somebody for who I still yearn. Some say I could be going the distance or going for speed. Some say she's all alone in her time of need. And I'll stop quoting cake songs. Alright, one there. One there.
That looks like the target.
It is the target.
Where all the antennas are now.
Yes, we
Take out
do.
all 3 of them. How you do it is your call.
Alright.
We have the locations of all the targets. Destroy either the radio transmitter or all the antennas to shut down communications between the enemy outposts.
So this thing is a pain in the butt. This is like anti-helicopter radar, anti-air radar. The only way you can take that down is with C4. And there are a lot of guards here.
If you set up a capture cage, it'll trap small to medium-sized animals. The support unit will handle the extraction, so all you need to do is place the cage. Wild animals have all kinds of habitats. Try placing cages in a variety of places. You can check the animals list on your iDroid to see which animals have been extracted. Good. That's the first one. Destroy the remaining antennas.
Oh, so close. Two.
Nice. That's the second one. That wasn't the last of them, though. Keep going.
What is the angle on this one? Oh, perfect. Alright, good.
You've completed your objective.
Alright, so they can't see me right now. Unless they get really close. So this gives me a chance to use my C4. Take out the anti-aircraft radar. Oh, but first I hear an 80s song I have to get. Also take out their other radar too.
Alright, now get to a safe distance before you set it off.
Don't tell her what to do.
Hold the ready button and then press the action button.
Oh, thank you, convenience.
So your suppressor is worn out. That gun will be as loud as any other now. If you have to shoot, be careful.
Alright, there we go. So, anti-aircraft has been taken out. And still nowhere close, so let's just go here.
Helicopter requested. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
And usually if you plant like a capture cage where you have extraction zones, it also seems to get a lot of rare kind of animals there too. Something I discovered much later in the game. Man, oh man, oh man. You also get, you can upgrade your helicopter engines too, so when you call the helicopter it gets there much faster, so you don't stand around waiting like I am.
Search for you, but they're not giving the all clear just yet. Stay alert.
This is Pequod, on station at LZ.
go.
Exfiltrated
Alright,
Hot's buddy
you're out of the hot zone.
departing area
No enemy forces in pursuit.
operations.
Mission complete. Departing!
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Alright, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh?
Also, the more times you use your companions, you also have like bond levels that go up. So the more you use them, the more commands and the more trustful they'll be of you. Like, so D, the horse, you can actually tell it to defecate on command, which seems like a rather pointless thing, but it actually, you can do it in the road, and like jeeps will run into it and they'll slide out of control, and which will stun them, so you can basically run up and either knock out the guards and take them, like, you know, who they are, or if you have Fultons large enough, more developed enough, you can actually take the entire trucks themselves. Alright, base development unit, been established. Excellent.
Our army is growing like crazy thanks to you, boss. In fact, it's getting downright crowded around here. To bring a greater number of people on board, we'll need to expand our facilities. To that end, I've created a base development unit. It has two roles, material refinement and platform construction. I'll start with the material refinement part. The base development unit procures material resources on a regular basis according to its level. The materials are stored in containers and placed on the deck of Mother Base. Once they're finished being processed, they can finally be put to use. By using these materials to build new platforms, we'll be able to add a greater number of staff to our ranks. We don't need any specific instructions from you to refine the materials, but I want you to be the one to decide how we construct platforms. Once we have sufficient GMP and the required material resources, you can issue construction orders from your iDroid. Good. You captured it alive.
Ooh, gerbils. Also, when you have enough people built up, like combat units, you can also deploy them on missions, which usually take like anywhere from like 30 minutes to an hour or so. And by doing so, they can either bring back more people to work for you, or resources, and most importantly, money. Because you need money to stay in business, because you are a business.
Boss, we received a back channel request from Langley. We're to find a piece of new American military hardware that's gone missing in the mountains of Afghanistan. It's a difficult mission, but I'd say you're back in top form by now. Check your iDroid for the details.
Documentation. Prime blueprint. Soviet soldier. Oh yeah, there's also posters you can grab too, so I did that once already. Base facilities, here we go. Yes. Alright, so R&D platform. Build up more equipment there, more people you need. But command is also important too, because it increases the staff for everybody across the board. But I want to get... definitely want to get R&D going, so that way you can get more equipment coming in.
Commencing platform construction.
So that'll take an hour, and it's not letting me use my coins on them. Interesting.
Commencing platform construction.
Roll them all.
Platform construction. Commencing.
There we go. So the command platform takes 2 hours, and these are not game hours. These are real-time hours. So if I were to turn off my game, come back an hour later, these 3 will be completed, and this will have another hour to go. Let's see. Challenge task list. I got 26 of them already. Really? Wow. So I've been doing a lot here. So basically, if you do certain things in the field, you meet certain requirements, you get rewards for them. Like, you get, like, extra staff. Like, A ranking staff, where I've been picking up people who are Ds and Cs and stuff. Resources. You know, complete heroes way with an S rank. Money. All sorts of crazy stuff. So I have, like, $2 million, quite a lot here. Forward operating base. Okay, so apparently it must be still reading my original game file some reason, because I don't have a forward operating base yet. Because I originally had a file on here, but I deleted it off because you can only have one save file for this game. So it's some reason still reading my original file that I've deleted off, because it's saying I have a forward operating base with a level of 300 and it's giving me tanks and stuff. So we'll accept them all. And unfortunately there's no accept all, so you gotta go through one by one.
Development project has been added.
Oh no! I'm too rich. Sweet. Okay, so I can upgrade my scope, the eye droid, grenades, tigers. This is helpful. So I'm unlocking the ability to upgrade a lot of stuff. Alright, good. Yes, I know, I was just there. The game's like, hey, you should go in here to tell you about it. Okay, so let's see. Development. Weapons. Should be full of stuff now.
Please specify a project.
Alright, so, ooh, good. Upgraded trank pistol. No, not yet. This is a, like, it's a submachine gun that shoots rubber bullets. I really don't use them, I just usually use the tranquilizer pistol. Anything that's green like this, you can see, like, these are white, and these are green for the title of what it is, can also be used by your security force, because you'll eventually have security forces, because you can get raided by actual real players if you're connected to the internet, so your security team can have them as well as yourself. So it really pays in order to upgrade your stuff. So let's see. Cargo, yes, we need this. So I can extract gun placements and mortars. Upgraded scope, so now I can see their abilities and what skills they have. Take you. Hydroid. So now I can see missions and stuff on the ground. Fulton, yes. Get more of them, so basically I have like 12 more I can use. No, let's see, splitter, camos and stuff. So I already have C4, but this is like a stronger, usually it's a stronger stopping power goes up with it, so it's good to do that too, but let's do an upgraded rifle for sure. Let's see, what else? C4, we'll do that. Sure, why not? Yeah, we'll just do it too. I mean, it's giving it to me automatically, it's not making me wait. No. Hand grenade, yes. Let's see, grenade launcher. This is the part of the game that kind of drags things down because you just sit here and develop everything real fast, or just tell them to start building stuff. You also get non-lethal shotguns too. I don't know how those work, but you can. But they have like ridiculously short range. I always hate shotguns in video games because it's like they always treat them as a super close-up weapon, but in actuality you can hit somebody with a shotgun at a very long distance. Not like incredibly long, but a pretty good far way out. Let's see. Desert, sure. Excite hot menu action in Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. No, okay, so what else we got in here? So, blue pistols, that's good. So the next one up I'll need 20s for R&D. So I think I need to grab somebody to get these unlocked. Let's see. Because once you buy this, then you have the option to also develop this. Okay, so my R&D team is almost there. This is a non-lethal machine gun, like rifle. But unfortunately, I don't have any silencers for it just yet, I don't think. I might be able to put a silencer on it, but I think I need to get a gunsmith aboard on my team first. So now I can start stealing like gun emplacements and stuff, which will basically add to my security of my home base. Let's see if I can get that last money here that wouldn't let me pick up. Nope. Yeah, so 2 million. Apparently I've reached the maximum amount of money I can have at this point in time. Weird. Okay. So let's see what other missions do I have available now. Mission list.
Select a mission.
Extract an engineer. Ooh, this one's kind of annoying. Not a fan of it. But this one is pretty tricky. You have to go in. You land way over here. The helicopter is. You need to make your way all the way around all this crazy crap to get over to here. Which then you go into a cave complex to steal a rocket launcher. And then you encounter the Metal Gear of this game, Sahelanthropus and Skullface for the first time in this game. So that's kind of annoying, so I'll save that for next time. But for now, I'm going to definitely go for Over the Fence.
If we're going to expand Mother Base, we need more manpower. And not just for combat roles either. R&D, the support unit, intel, each demands a different set of skills. If we want to achieve what we've set out to do, Diamond Dogs has got to get stronger. There's a Soviet engineer I want to have join us. He was the one who built your prosthesis. With him on our side, who knows what sort of enhancements he'll come up with for it. He tried to defect but didn't make it, and now he's being held prisoner at Waksin Barracks. Find this engineer and get him out. Having him on our R&D team will go a long way to helping Diamond Dogs grow.
I accept. I gotta be careful because sometimes this location will drop you onto a bear, so gotta be careful with that. Alright, so primary weapons. So, scope, yes, I will take you. Okay, so that's fine. Support weapons. Those are all good. Items, I don't need cardboard box, I don't use you. Let's see, was it support weapons? Let's make sure these are all upgraded. Yep, so that's good. Topping powers up, and this is level 2 as well. Okay, good. All set. Let's rock.
Deploying.
At night. Of course, you know, naturally at nighttime it's harder for them to spot you, and of course it's harder to spot them as well, but it gives you more cover, because if you're out in the daylight running around, they're definitely going to spot you, and this is kind of a busy place. And I don't have a tranquilizer sniper rifle yet, so that makes this place just a little bit trickier to do.
Boss, the Soviet engineer is being held prisoner at the Wacht Sin barracks. You need to find him and get him out. He tried to defect from the base camp up north, but it didn't work out. Now they're holding him at Wacht Sin. He's offered his technical skills to us as long as we can guarantee his safety. You have to extract the target.
Yep, so this is going to be my last mission for the night. So I've been streaming for almost 3 hours, which is quite a long time for me, but I'll tell you a secret. Oh crap, I have the wrong weapons. That's okay, I can get one dropped in on me.
Your prosthetic hand. He's the only one capable of maintaining it. If we bring him in, I'm sure he'll be able to modify it in all kinds of ways as well.
Yeah, there's the bear. I don't want to tango with that guy. Alright, so I forgot that I accidentally picked a wrong thing to have, so now it lets me accept all that stuff. Go figure. Hey, cool! I can build more stuff. I'll do that in the middle of a mission.
Please specify a project.
Non-lethal, yes, please. Yes.
Please select a drop point.
Drop it over here so I don't land on my horse or my head. And then I'm going to do another supply drop for the tranquilizer pistol that I forgot that I accidentally equipped this thing, which is a lethal, non-suppressed weapon. That can be a problem real quick. But that bear over there is my biggest concern, because
Supply drop complete.
he's a problem. If you've ever played Red Dead Redemption, or Red Dead Redemption 2, so I've heard, bears are not fun to tango with. Just like real life. Smokey is a real jerk in real life, so if you see Smokey the Bear, one, question who gave him pants and how they put them on him, and two, just don't hug him. Okay, so I have... Oh, crap. So here's a problem. It's not suppressed either. So I am just blowing money, so I'm an idiot. Here's the thing, though. You can request weapons. So let's drop a pistol on my head.
Please supplies requested.
I'll get it right eventually. But the reason why I've been able to stream for so long tonight is because two things. One, painkillers. Two, whiskey. It helps. So while I have a non-lethal version here, until I get a gunsmith, I can't customize my gun, so I can't put a suppressor on this. So I can shoot people, but everybody in the area will hear me do that, and that's going to be a problem. I guess I could keep it, but kind of use it if I really get boned. But it's non-lethal. Like I said, it's really in your interest in this game to not kill people. Especially when you're trying to build up your base. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can avoid this bear. I think I can go up high and avoid it.
Extraction arrived at the base.
Yep, there it is.
Target is somewhere inside that outpost.
Saw something flash
The
over
Soviets
here.
consider him a traitor now, so
There
he'll
it
be
is.
treated like any other prisoner.
So this gun also has a flashlight on it, which is pretty dumb, but if you get it in somebody's face, like if you surprise them and then pull out your gun like that, it'll blind them. Well, other than that, it's not wise to use, because you start standing up here shooting, pointing your gun at people, they're going to see exactly where you are.
Analysis complete.
See, now I can see exactly what he does, like what his stats are. So this guy is E ranked for almost everything, but he is more geared for medicine. So he'd be going to the medical support if I were to grab him. But usually he's got a buddy around here.
Я не хочу умирать! On the ground.
Analysis complete.
Spit it out. Where are the others?
Great. I've updated the info on your iDroid. Take a look. I hope he's all right.
There's a truck about to drive by. I hope they don't stop. Okay, good. Okay. So I've just told this guy to get down, but I'm gonna knock him out so that when I extract him out of the Fulton, he doesn't yell. I can also steal guns now. Those don't yell either, so... Wow, I am getting really lucky with all the sandstorms.
Coming too. Roger that.
Oh, there's a sandstorm starting up. I guess I was wrong. Okay.
Analysis complete.
Okay, now I remember where that guy is, how to get to him. There's like a small little compound inside, and you can scale a wall, climb a wall up over here, which is what I'm going to do, and try to sneak in that way. But he's in like the basement of this place, which can be problematic. Oh, come on, no, no, let go. Well, this mission's a bust. So that's a problem. So instead of aiming my gun, I hit the wrong button, just as I was trying to extract out, do the Fulton on it. So it sucked me into it, because if you're fast enough, when you get spotted, you can hit them in the head, like shoot them in the head with a tranquilizer dart, take them out, and they won't sound an alarm. Okay, so I still have these weapons, that's good.
That's the Waxin barracks.
Let's try this again, but this time without screwing up. Okay, no light still, good.
So he'll be treated like any other prisoner.
Parkour! Nipple surf on rocks, it's perfectly fine, you won't hurt yourself. All the kids are doing, you want to be cool, right?
Я не хочу умирать!
On the ground. Spit it out. Where are the others?
Great.
Perfect.
I've updated the info on your iDroid. Take a look. I hope he's all right.
The map has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Analysis complete.
Now, if you shine the light over at me, it's a little harder to hit him because he's got the light physically blocking him. If you wait until it's turned slightly like that, you can peg him. There we go, now he's out.
Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
So you can see there's like cracks in the wall, like right here. You can actually climb up these.
Something of an ancestor to the domestic carrot. It's also a favorite of wild animals.
So instead of risking trying to go in through the front gate or climbing up one of the side mountains, you can just go up this way instead. So you usually have multiple options in order to get into a certain area or out. I need to get into this building, into the basement, which is a little tricky because there tends to be a lot of people around. Alright. I don't think there's anyone up here.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Anti-aircraft.
Analysis complete.
So there, I might go full ham on this. We'll see. Let's see what I can do for a supply drop real quick. Let's see, weapons. I think I have like a flare I can call in for like a helicopter strike. Flare. Yes. But unfortunately, I don't think I have any missiles. So I'll wait for the game to load.
Please
There we
specify
go.
a project.
Okay, good. So now it has rockets. Unfortunately, I don't think they're equipped, and I can't do that until I get into the air, so that's going to be a problem. So if I call in a gunship support, I don't think they're going to be able to help me at all at this point.
Analysis complete.
Saw somebody over here. Boink. These are like materials containers. Unfortunately, I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't have a high enough Fulton ability to get these things out. But this is loaded full of diamonds, and rare metals, so it's really the best thing to do is get your Fulton as much as you can, as quickly as you can, upgraded.
Spit it out.
Where are the others?
The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination.
Okay, so I'm probably going to sneak back over here and get something lethal. I don't think I can take out the light with a tranquilizer gun, no. But just because it's suppressed, I mean, I really don't want to do lethal options, but I need something that's a little more suppressed, so I have to go loud. I don't want to alert everybody, so supply drop, weapons. Let's do this bad boy right on top of my head. Now, there's also a chance that they might see this as well, so it's always a risk whenever you do a supply drop. Yeah, me too, Pat. I would love for that to happen. I have a dream list for how to finish this game.
Supply drop complete.
It's amazing though. You tell that to people like that this game is unfinished, and there are people who will get angry at you, like you just like kick their dog angry. You're like, how dare you? This game is finished. It's a masterpiece. I'm like, I like this game, but it is nowhere near finished. The game is literally like 60% completed. It is nowhere near done. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can sneak over to this anti-aircraft radar, anti-air radar.
Marker placed.
Plan a C4.
Analysis complete. You have arrived.
And that's the thing, that's one of the things like I really like. I do like the Metal Gear Solid games, even though they're problematic. I mean, they have issues. But, I mean, it's like, having played... Once I'm letting my cat out of the room. Like, having gone through and played Metal Gear Solid 1 through 4 at this point to completion, it really gives you an appreciation of how the series have changed in game mechanics. But, you know, like, if you go back and play Metal Gear Solid 1 at this time, I'd probably say go back and play the Twin Snakes instead. Which is the GameCube remake. Because it adds like first person, it basically adds like Metal Gear Solid 2 mechanics into Metal Gear Solid 1, but it does make things better like aiming, so it's kind of worth it in that respect. Take a nap.
You have arrived at your destination.
True. I mean, you can do that, but just be prepared that, or expect, know for sure, for certain, that you are going to experience terrible aim. I mean, the aiming in that game is atrocious. Alright, Nimix, see you later, buddy. Have a good night.
The map has been updated.
Boss, you've entered a building. Always keep an escape route in mind when you head indoors. If you get surrounded, you'll have nowhere to run.
Looks like somebody was about to run around the corner here. And there they are, and I'm stuck unlocking a door. Hi there. We're gonna run like hell.
There, that's the target.
La 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 la. Okay. Well, guess what? Hang out there for a second. Running, running, running. That's great.
If there's nothing in the way overhead, you should be able to bolt them.
Yay! Mission completed in the worst way possible.
Target extraction confirmed. Your objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Oh, that reminds me. Destroy the anti-air. Their anti-air.
You destroyed their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
I think I can climb back out this way. With my stupid luck, though, I'll probably run into the bear. Hey, horse. Turns out I didn't need you after all.
This is Pequot. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by. Gaining altitude.
Like a pro, completely undetected.
Buddy departing area of operations.
Departing. Начинаю поиск.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete, boss.
Wow, that bee is being very generous.
The engineer we rescued has been extremely cooperative. The guys on the R&D team are glad to have him aboard. Thing is, his specialty isn't mechanics, but something called bionics, engineering based on biology. He's already submitted a proposal for modifying your prosthetic arm. If you're interested, go ahead and give the development order.
Yay! Alright, 1 second here.
Come on in, Keiko. Come on, Kitty.
Alright. Here we are, all bloodied up.
We've added an analyzer function to your binoculars. Now you can view soldiers or POWs and get a readout on their rank or any special skills they might have. Depending on their skills, they may even be able to develop new types of weapons or items. Try it out the next time you're thinking of folding someone.
I will! But for now... It's the end of the stream for me. I've been streaming for over 3 hours, which is a ridiculously long amount of time. But thanks for hanging out. I'm actually going to have a short little kind of comedy little video. You'll like it if you're a fan of 80s television. It takes about a minute to run instead of my usual closing game over stream. So hang around and watch that. You'll like it. I'm going to use that for the entirety of the time I play Metal Gear Solid 5. But I will be back again streaming again tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't know what time that is for wherever you are in the world, just plug it into Google. Just type in 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, and it will convert and say it's this time locally for where you are in the world. You can also follow or find me on Twitter at Warsoul555, which I've just put in the chat. So I usually post up there about an hour or two ahead of time when I'll be streaming or if I'm not streaming, because I do have health problems that sometimes prevent me from doing that. I think tomorrow I'm going to take a day break from Metal Gear Solid 5 and maybe stream some arcade games. I haven't done that for a while, and I like those. Maybe some fighting games. We'll see. But now, thanks for hanging out. Definitely Patrick, it's always good to see you. Nimix and T. Wallace, of course. And anybody lurking, you guys are all awesome. So thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys next time, possibly tomorrow.
9 years ago, their private body was decimated by a secret organization. These men promptly escaped to a new base off the coast of Africa. Today, still hunted by XOF, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can fight them, maybe you can hire the D-Dogs.